Man puts his hands behind his back. He asks God to guess how many fingers he's holding out. God says 7. Mark immediately puts 2 away to embarrass God. But when he looked closer, he saw 7 fingers on his hand. And as Mark was confused, God told him to take his place, with the power to do anything. Mark was so scared, he ran away. He stepped into a puddle and didn't get his shoes wet. He just wanted to get out of there as fast as he could. But the car wouldn't start. It started right up. Mark couldn't believe it, so he went to the restaurant to try it out. He tried to manipulate objects with his mind. He spread his hands, and the tomato soup started to roll, and the wind kicked up all around him. The tomato soup literally split in half. Mark finally believed that he had the power of God. He was now a god. He can even walk with the wind. A fire hydrant turns into a fountain when he points his hands. He could wear any clothes he wanted. He just closes his eyes, and it's on him. And then, he burns the tags with a single click. Mark was enjoying his life. Suddenly, he came across a punk who used to pick on him. He went over to him and asked him to apologize, and he got a good laugh out of the crowd. "If I could get a monkey out of my arse," said the bald guy, "I'll apologize to you." As soon as he said that, he felt something was wrong. A monkey really came out of his trousers, scared the others to run away. Mark's mouth opened and spat out countless flying insects. The punks were bitten and ran away. Then he told the monkey to go wherever it came from. And that's when it all went wrong for the bald guy. Mark runs up to the top and calls for lightning. He celebrated being a god. But a day earlier, he was just a loser. He was always late for work in traffic. He was fired from his job. Then he was bullied by a bunch of gangsters. At night, he hit a streetlight while driving. The car was a total loss. Mark was furious. He didn't understand. Why did bad luck always happen to him? He said he was going to fire God. And the next day, he gets a mysterious phone call, offering him a high-paying job. Mark rushed to the building. But as soon as he got out of the car, he stepped in a puddle. Come on! Look! When he got upstairs, he found out that it was God who was interviewing him, and that's how it happened. He became a surrogate god. Mark's life was just beginning, and now he's going to take back his good fortune. A man was given divine powers by God. Then he made his pet dog stand on its own to go to the toilet. The dog even learned to flush the toilet. The old car was no longer good enough for him. When he starts it up, it turns into a high-class sports car. Even if there's a traffic jam, with just a stroke of his hand, all the cars got out of the way. And wherever he went next, something big happened. First, a police dog finds a mysterious body. An asteroid fell out of the sky during an interview. With all the scoops, Mark became the company's ace host. Next, he had to get back at his rival for making fun of him. He made him unable to speak properly on air. The host was humiliated. Mark was very satisfied. Afterwards, Mark went home and gave his girlfriend a bunch of flowers. He wiped out all the dark clouds in the sky, and pulls the moon straight to the window, and a few shining stars to decorate. In a romantic atmosphere, the two of them started dating. However, while he and his girlfriend were having a candlelight dinner, suddenly there was a strange sound in his ear, and it caused him a lot of pain. Mark was suddenly transported to a mountain. He saw God again. He asked him what the noises were. God asked him how many people he'd helped since he got his powers. Mark was speechless. God told him, "The noise is the sound of people praying. If you don't help them, they'll keep on praying." So Mark decided to help everyone with their wishes. He categorized his wishes. He put them on post-it notes. But there were too many. He put the wishes into a computer program. But he was shocked. There were 1,000,000 of them. Then he went through them one by one. Slowly, Mark started to break down. He just chose yes to all of them. And then, he went to the ball with a big smile on his face. He was so happy. And then a beautiful woman came up to him. And then his girlfriend sees him.